Hi, Allison. It's your dad here. Well, before I start, I just want to tell you that I was feeling you kick last night, and it was really wonderful. I felt you kick a whole bunch of times, and it was really awesome. It made me very happy. So, tonight's book is Dr. Seuss's ABC. You ready? This will help with your ABCs as you go along, okay? Here we go. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator. A. Big B, little b. What begins with B? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C. Big D, little d. What begins with D? Donuts and a duck dog. D. Big E, little e. What begins with E? Ear, egg, elephant. E. Big F, little f. What begins with F? 4 fluffy feathers on a fiffer. 4 fluffy feathers on a fluffer. I just wanted to say that again because it's fun to say. Big G, little g. What begins with G? Goat and goo goggles. Goat and goo goggles. G. Big H, little h.
Your dad's not getting this book very well.
Big H, little h. What begins with H? Hungry horse, hen and hat. H. Big I, little I. What begins with I? Itchy, Ichabod. I. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar. J. Big K, little k. What begins with K? Kangaroo and kite. K. Big L, little l. What begins with L? Lion with a lollipop. L. Big M, little m. What begins with M? Mice in the moonlight. M. Big N, little n. What begins with those? 9 new neckties, night shirt, nose. Big O, little o. What begins with O? Ostrich, oil, orange, owl. O. Big P, little p. What begins with P? Painting some pajamas pink. P. Big Q, little q. What begins with Q? The quick queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Big R, little r. What begins with R? Rosie's red rhinoceros. R. Big S, little s. What begins with S? Sammy sipping soda pop. S. Big T, little t. What begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree. 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree. Big U, little u. What begins with U? Uncle Ob's umbrella and his underwear, too. Big V, little v. What begins with V? Verna Vera Vin and her violet violin. Big W, little w. What begins with W? Willie's in the wash shop, washing Waldo Woo. Big X, little x. What begins with X? X-ray and xylophone. XXX. Big Y, little y. What begins with Y? A yawning yellow yak with Yolanda on his back. Big Z, little z. What begins with Z? A zizzer zazzer zuzz, as you can plainly see. The end. Now, before I end this, we're going to sing a little ABC song. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Love you, Allison. Good night.